My advice would be, the first thing is follow your heart. And the reason why I say that is because our hearts, the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created them, they're created to know goodness. That's why when we look at the term in English, enjoining righteousness and forbidding evil. Now think about where that comes in Arabic. It's amr bil ma'ruf and nahi anil munkar. It doesn't say they enjoin good and they forbid evil. It actually says ya'muruna bil ma'ruf. They enjoin what is known and they forbid what is unknown. Munkar. Ma'ruf and munkar is known and unknown. So in this is a reminder to us that our hearts know what's good. And so if you feel something, like the Prophet ﷺ told people, he said, the definition of a sin is something that literally scratches your heart. Now this is 1400 years ago, before the professor at UC Santa Cruz developed the idea of cognitive dissonance, which is this scratching at your heart or your consciousness or your mind. When you find something that just doesn't sit right. It's in your gut is telling you there's something is not right. So the Prophet ﷺ is saying, when you find that in your heart, when you feel this, make sure to listen to it. Even if people give you fatwa, even if people are giving you answers. So if you're a student and you're in a relationship with a teacher, you're in a student-teacher relationship, and you feel something is not right, investigate that. It might be waswasa from the shaitan, that's true, but if it's constantly coming up and there's proof, that's the difference. Waswasa from the shaitan, whisperings from the self or from the devil, have no proof. They have no substantial proof along with them. But if you have a reason, like they call it reasonable doubt, if you have a reason that's causing you to have this scratching in your heart, as the Prophet ﷺ said, or in modern psychology they would say cognitive dissonance. If you're finding that, investigate it. Ask other people, ask other scholars. Describe to them the relationship and what's going on, what's being requested from you, what's being demanded from you, and see if this is actually something that should be alarming you. And in many cases, if your heart is telling you, I guarantee you, in most of the cases, there's actually something there. Those are red flags that are going up. And even in the studies of usul, they discuss the mujtahid imam, that if a matter is presented to him, and he can't really put his finger on what exactly is going wrong here, or what exactly is the issue, but he just doesn't like it, that's actually a proof in the Sharia, according to many scholars. So this feeling that you have in your heart, follow it up. Now, for those who might be around a person who's getting abused, you might also be experiencing these feelings, and for another person. So you see another person going through a relationship with a teacher, and you find that they're being asked to do too much service. It's taking away from their family time. And these are actually some red flags. If your service to your teacher is taking away from your job, if it's taking away from your ability to provide for your family, if it's taking away from your ability to spend time with your family, spend time with your friends, if it's taking away from your ability to study. Sometimes teachers, and I've seen this, the students will come to the teachers to study, and they'll be turned to service, and they'll be doing khidmah. And the teacher will justify this, saying, this is a way you can get knowledge, and this is an opening, and you can get futuhat, and you can get fatih from this. And so that student will spend all of their time doing khidmah, doing service, and they won't be able to study, which is not the relationship that you should be having with your teacher. So in any time that you feel that it's taking away from your huquq, your rights, you should ask other people about it, and don't be ashamed. Don't think that, oh, I shouldn't have a bad opinion of my teacher, because we said there are teachers that can do bad things, and there's teachers who are evil. The Prophet ﷺ spoke about evil scholars. So it is possible, and if you feel this is happening, reach out to other people. Reach out to other scholars, reach out to other friends, reach out to family. Remember, we are a community. Whenever we have bubbles created, and it's just that one teacher and there's a few students around them, that's setting things up for disaster. We're a community, and ad-dinu nasiha. Religion is advice, so part of the advice is advising other people. So I would say, if you're feeling something for yourself or about somebody else, reach out to others and then address those issues.